everybody.
Guided by faith under the blazing sun.
We got 10 in here already. That's not bad. 10 for like 3 minutes. Y'all can bear with me, y'all.
In this sacred place.
Hey everyone.
Trust in his divine plan. We're never alone. Jesus the light, guiding us home.
That's who I think that is. Hey, 3:30. What's up, baby?
We are the chosen under his way.
What's up, y'all?
Through trials and triumphs, our spirit
3:30. How you doing, love?
cleansed by his mercy, we seek more.
I'm good.
The shadows, his hand leads the way. For his kingdom, we kneel and pray. In his embrace, we find peace.
What's your name? Big Country.
Jesus the light, guiding us home. Mercy.
How y'all like this song, man?
In his name we sing. We are the chosen.
It's Men Take a Seat. So today, y'all, it's Men Take a Seat with Big Country. You know what I'm saying? And we have some special guests today. Basically, y'all, Men Take a Seat is it's men empowerment, man. You know, men get a chance to speak their voice and from a man perspective based on the topic. The topic is we talking about age. It's an age factor to you guys. Me personally, I always say, like, when I was growing up, when a woman takes a man home, if a man's older, and he go home to she goes home to a mother or father. If the man is older, there'll usually be an issue. You know what I mean? Like, parents look at you different. But when a man takes a woman home, the man is older and the woman is younger, more acceptable. You know what I mean? So I remember my dad and my mom was 15 years apart. Somewhere around 14, 15 years apart. So just sitting there, just, you know, I got to go through these questions here because I'm a little, don't feel too good, y'all. So y'all got to work with me. Yeah. 6'6" is here. 6'6", you here? What's going on, Seeker? Seeker the Truth. What's going on? But I hope you're doing good, everybody. Everybody doing good. Joe Best, how you doing, love? You got this. Amen. Talk your talk now. Amen is from being stable. Okay. We got to. We gonna have to. We always improvise, man. Make things happen. 3:30. Thank you for loving up on me, baby. Hey, you know what, man? Yeah, we'll work it out. We'll work it out, man. All right, so we're going. This is a game changer. The conversation man desire is. It's a conversation about men desire as they age, importance of looks, health, and youth in a relationship. Okay. Is these the questions, Brooke? You know what?
I sent him in your actual chat. Look at him.
How you doing?
Ocean, can you get in?
Hola. Hey, listen, y'all. I might do it.
What?
Man. Okay, we gonna figure this out. Thank you for the gifts. So listen, this is how it's gonna work, y'all. I'm gonna let the admins talk. They're gonna, explain to you how the show works, and hopefully, y'all, hopefully, somebody gonna give us a new topic. That's some beautiful habits, man. You know, and everybody keep Brookie in prayer, man. She's under the weather,
Hi,
but she
Deborah.
still made it here. You know what I mean? Big shout. And then we got, is that coffee?
Yeah.
Move your camera down. He's like, I haven't got coffee yet.
So I
but
got a question for you, admins, real quick. So is age a big factor to you guys when it comes to relationship?
No.
not a big factor, but it does play a role. I
Okay.
prefer to not date too young because I believe men are more like their maturity level takes longer than women. So when we're 20, men are really like 15 still, you know? It's proven fact. Not all men, but a lot of men. And I don't know
Interesting.
if do you agree,
Interesting.
Ocean, or not?
What y'all think in the comments?
I don't believe in age really because like it doesn't age isn't a precursor to your maturity level. So you could be like 50 or 60 years old and still act like a child. Like I don't believe that with age comes maturity. I feel like with experience comes maturity. So I don't believe in age personally.
Umi said, she said, I can do a 10-year difference, not more.
Meaning you
No
go
more.
younger, like you go younger, or you go older. I can
Says,
go
I'm not
older.
dating someone.
I would do maybe like 3 years younger.
Hey, hey, you know what's crazy? I seen relationship last longer than and age different longer than most relationships
But it
today.
is the
Big
hard. It
age
is the
difference wise,
hard.
right?
Like it is how you get along, and it is the hard, and like it is each person. Like your soulmate could be not even born yet. You know, like maybe not so much now. But
Tell like younger guys. So here's the thing though. I've seen relationships that's 15 years apart and they last longer than folks that's 5, 6 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
No, regardless of the fact 15 years, that's a big gap. But I've seen relationships last longer than most. And you wonder why. Why relationships last longer than 2, 3 years apart? You got people that's 15. Now, where's the
do you think
maturity
it's
level
like
from
a?
that?
Do you think
I
it's like
think
a fresh
I
outlook
think
on
when
things?
kids are
Like
involved, you know, I I don't know. Let me ask you this, 330. Your kid's grown, right? You know, I can hear everything. Oh my gosh. Oh man. She gonna fix it. I can hear every pin gulp drop. She got that high advanced earbud. But
is that
I
better?
just don't. To me, my mom, my dad was 15 years older than my mom. So he said, I'm in the 40s and I can't date a guy. I can't date a guy in his 20s. He said, you can't. But let me ask you a question though. Just say you meet a guy that's very mature, got himself together, well put together, 20 some years apart. I mean, in his 20s. Man like to date an older woman. Are you prone to self? You says never.
I can't say never,
People
say
have their
never.
requirements though.
I can't say never because it's whatever God puts there. You know, like you should never try.
But he's grown. Out the house, got his.
But
I'm just saying
20.
he's grown.
See,
You know what I mean?
I'm
But
31, so I don't know. I have two brothers, so it feels strange. Like if I'm dating
these questions,
someone their age. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Ruthie.
You need to move your camera down a little bit, country.
What?
Because when
Why?
people get there we go.
Because we're
When you
looking
people
at
get
you
in the
like
box,
this.
yeah, it looks like this.
Oh, okay, cool. So,
Mm.
so listen, y'all, right now, and this is how it works. Whoever my top gift is of the show will be definitely dedicated to give us a topic for the following week. I'm gonna let the beautiful admins talk, y'all, and y'all got to give me a break because right now I need some coffee. I don't feel too sharp, so
You go get some coffee real quick.
we got. All right, y'all, give me 1 second.
Well, everyone, welcome to Men Take a Seat. My name's Brookie, and this is Ocean. We are the admins for the show. So if you ever know anyone that's interested, hit one of us up, and we'll deal with it. I am sick, so I'm gonna leave most of it this to Ocean today. But I love you guys.
Oh, I'm talking now. I don't know what to say. Hi,
Well,
everybody.
introduce the
Welcome.
show.
This is Men Take a Seat. I do apologize. Last week I was incredibly sick and I wasn't able to make it. And this week it's Brookie's turn to be incredibly sick, so we love this for
She
her.
gave it
Not
to me.
from a different state. That's unlikely. But welcome to the show, everybody. This is Men Take a Seat, where men will have a opportunity to voice their opinions on different topics. Each week we have a different topic. So each Friday when we do the show, the top gifter of the stream, my washing machine, the top gifter of the stream will have a chance to pick a topic for the next week's show. We're gonna get started really soon. We're just waiting for Medusa.
You do get a shout out. He
And a
makes
shout out,
flyers and you get a big shout out. And he voices over. And then you get the opportunity to, like, if you have something that you wanted to know, like, could be in your relationship, something went wrong in your relationship, or like anything, and you're like, why is that? Like, this is when you could go, okay, like, I'm gonna ask that question and have other men have a point and also other people in the comments. So, like, also it supports your friend as well. Like, the more he gets gifted, the more people comment, the more people do things. It helps the show because we're trying to get this featured. It is a little bit late today. Things happen. Thank goodness it isn't typically featured right now. But yeah, Medusa is supposed to be here, but he is not.
Nobody has seen him.
Okay. So if any, what males are in the box? In here right now. Where's Manston? I know he'll do it.
I don't know. I can't check IG
I'll do
either
it.
because
Is anyone dressed
it's on my other
nicely
phone.
right now? Dressed nicely. They don't have to be like in suits or anything.
I was
I was
invited
invited
last week.
last week. Here?
To the show? What do you mean?
Oh, you want to be on the show? Yeah. Well, are you ready right now? Are you dressed sort of nicely? You're not like wearing caps and stuff, you know? It doesn't have to be a suit. I'm sorry, everyone. This does not usually happen. Look at Mr. 6'6", all dressed up. Look at you. Hello. Okay. So Seeker, you're ready? He is, isn't he? So Riffy down here. Everyone favorite Riffy. No printed T. That's fine. Printed T and hat. Is it a cap, you know? Like, it's a nice hat. That's fine. request the box if you would like to. It is. Do you wanna get in? Yeah. All right. You can request the box. You are our guest today. Um. All right. Thank you so much, Seeker. Thank you. We appreciate this. So the conversation topic is all about um like age, importance of looks, health, youth, and a relationship. So we have Seeker of Truth taking over Medusa's
We're gonna
spot.
just put Seeker of Truth in the box because Medusa's not here yet. Nobody knows where he is, so we're just gonna replace with Seeker.
And he said, yeah.
Like it's 20 past and
Hmm.
he's not here yet. So
Yeah.
All right, then. Let's get it.
all right,
How
let's
y'all
go.
doing?
All
Uh,
right. Well, he wasn't
hey,
ready. Like,
I
this
mean,
is a
we
replacement.
could have just did 6'6", be more prepared. What's up, everybody?
All right.
How everybody doing? This is the first. Okay.
Afternoon, big country.
Good afternoon. Hey, man, you look sharp. I appreciate you, man.
Most definitely appreciate you, sir.
All right, all right. So,
I apologize. I didn't know that the dress code, man. Next time I do a little bit better.
no, it's all good, man. So, introduce yourself, 6 foot.
Mr. 6'6". I've been on the app about 3 years. I'm on both sides of the platform, since the split. But I do have a featured show over here on POF on Wednesdays with Uma B 1111 and No Time for Games. On Wednesdays at 6 p.m. called Heart to Heart. So I do appreciate the opportunity of being here, and I look forward to the conversation, sir.
Amen, amen. Hey, Seeker, introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everybody. Seeker Truth. Been on the app for about 6 months. I apologize. I drive trucks, but my platform is a safe place based upon just inviting individuals in to have uncomfortable conversations in a safe environment. Um, we're working on. I have a show currently that's not it's not featured, but we do on Sundays, which is Music and Mimosas, and on Mondays we do Men's Mental Health Mondays. So um, that's currently what I'm working on and what I'm here doing.
Amen, amen. So, I'm gonna ask you guys a couple questions here, man. Uh, all right. Okay. All right, y'all. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So one of the questions is, uh, do men become less concerned with physical appearance as they get older? 6 foot.
Um, I mean, I think it's like a yes and no. I think as you, if anything, as you age, as you get older, your tastes mature. Um, your type or those physical appearances, things that you normally were attracted to as a younger person. Now, as an older man, I would assume, right, in most cases, that you would be wiser, I would say, in regards to making these choices. It's not just about the looks, but I think most men have a type. Most men have a something about the physical of a woman that they're attracted to. And normally, I don't think that would change. I think, what you like is what you like. Um, but I do think some men would be willing to compromise with certain things as they get older. Yes, sir.
What about Seeker? What about you?
I agree fully with brothers just said. I mean, I think as you get older, you start thinking about substance as opposed to necessarily what someone looks like. You we you experience. Sorry guys, this is my Garmin trying to get me up out of here. But you experience a lot of things when it comes to uh, what you like, what you don't like, possibly the looks. You might have had the looks, but not the substance. And I think that's more important, at least for me. At
He
my age, I'm
says,
40 years old,
not dating someone.
and I I don't focus more on what they look like. I focus on what we can build with on somebody I can communicate with, someone I can connect with, that I can love and that I can feel safe and loved by.
Um, this question for you guys. How does age impact men self-esteem, confidence, and dating in a relationship?
Again, I would think
It-
it just depends on that fella. If he's getting wiser, getting better. Most people make the comment that most men, as they age, their stock increases. So, as we age, as long as we continue to do what we're supposed to do, I mean, to be honest, I don't think we have any issue finding what we want, picking what we want. Most men, as long as they upkeep themselves, they again look as though they secure themselves. It's the house, it's the spiritual background, making sure you're grounded. It's the security financially. It's a lot of things that women look to want to feel safe and secure. So outside of the physical appearance, as long as you make yourself have those things, upkeeping yourself and keeping yourself decent, in most cases you won't have any issue finding somebody who will share life with
Okay, okay. What about you, Seek? Want to repeat the question, or you got it?
Repeat it, please.
Is it how does aging impacts men's self-esteem and confidence in dating and relationships?
It definitely has a lot to do with your physicality. I mean, you hear the dad bod jokes and things of that nature. But it in life you people search for mates with that have vitality. I mean, it looks like they are able to sustain security, like brother said. They moved up and moved on in life in a positive manner. So I definitely think that the way you carry yourself, the way you move, the ability to effectively um, be there to nurture children, family. You know what I mean? All that takes a part in your ego and then your inner man. Who you are and what you identify as and who you identify as.
you. Yeah, I
So,
feel like your self-esteem should increase as you get older. You're getting better. You're checking
Should
things
be.
off of that list that's
well,
supposed to be like making
I
you a man.
I don't know, man. I'm 45 years old, man. So I'm 46. So I guess for me, man, it really does affect me. I feel like I can take anybody older, younger, don't make me no different. My confidence on 10, you feel me? But
Right.
I do want to say this though. I know ladies like these dad bods. I think, man, we need to start looking out for ourselves because I went to a funeral last week and that shirt I had on, I was one button away from being Superman. Okay, popping out that bad boy. I'm gonna tell you, lady, you can have your dad bod. I don't need you. Hey, if a dad bod you want, it ain't me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not your guy. Okay, I'm getting my chisel on. If you don't like a man that's chiseled and ripped, and you don't like laying on a man that got some muscles, I'm not him. I'm not him. So be it. I'm gonna find somebody that love it. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want it. Y'all can have the dad bod era. Okay, you know what I mean? And I think
I,
me personally, older women like dad bods.
they do.
It's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Older women like dad bod. A lot of them. Every woman I talk to, I love me a man dad bod and rub on his belly. Well, after this year, I won't be no belly. You're gonna be rippling. You're gonna be using me as a washboard, baby. That's all you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Washboard, wash clothes and everything, because That funeral woke me up. I couldn't even talk to nobody. I'm sitting here, the pastor talking to me. I'm holding myself in like, if I talk and squeeze, that boy pop right out. It was tough, man. It was tough. Okay, I'm telling you. I'm just saying, man. His dad body. He wouldn't want the dad body. They want the Al Bundys. They want a man to sit down with his hands in his pen and just lay back there like this. So Lisa walk in the house. I don't know the wife name, but y'all remember. If y'all, I'm talking my age, y'all. Al Bundy was the show. Al Bundy was the show back then. Okay, but anyway, moving forward, y'all. I actually cut off. That was a long question. So it says preference for younger women in relationships. Why do some men prefer dating why prefer dating and marrying a younger woman?
You want to take that one first, brother?
I'll jump at it. I can't necessarily speak. I can give an opinion because my preference isn't a younger woman. You know, so and I've dated both, but I think it has a lot to do with a younger woman tends to lean more on that older man. You know, in the fact that especially if he has his stuff together, and will more acquiesce. I ain't gonna say fall in line, but following, you know, and letting him lead. As comments earlier when you asked Brookie about the maturity difference in things, I think that is not necessarily that we equate our male maturity or immaturity
ego
to necessarily be and effectively communication. I think that we develop communicably later than women, not necessarily responsibly. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of brothers that I hold down and take care of a lot of hard responsibilities and things they have to do that necessarily can't effectively communicate what they feel, what they're possibly going through, or polish that woman how they need to be polished. So when you meet an older woman or a woman that is possibly in the same age bracket, you might not be as developed or polished yourself as she has been or as, and that could be an intimidation for some, or just they don't want to deal with the pushback sometimes, you know. So that's what I feel about it.
Okay, before we move forward, I want to say welcome to Me and Take a Seat with Big Country, y'all. I have a long-term friend of mine. I've been knowing for years. You know what I'm saying? We've been knowing each other quite a few years on the app, and it's 6'6", and I had the opportunity to just meet Seeker, man. Very, very intellect knowledgeable, man. We had a good time with each other the other day, just having a good conversation, man. I want to say thank you for stepping up, man.
I appreciate the opportunity,
and big
brother,
shout out to Riffy. She was the last week winner, man, for the show, giving us. This is a good topic to me because people say age don't matter, but like, I honestly, like, I feel like a lot of them have said no, but end up broken their own boundaries. You know what I mean? Because love has no boundaries, man. You know what I mean? So it just, I feel like a lot of people say they're not gonna do that, they're not gonna do that, but my mom said the same thing. She ended up dating my dad. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, they said they're not going to do it, and they end up doing it anyway. And they lasted for a very long time. So at the end of the day, man, God is love. You know what I mean? And I just think that if you have your mind set up, so stick with it. But, you know, you run across a man like, oh, my God, caught you off surprise. Didn't even know this guy treated me like, oh, you know, never met a man that, you know what I'm saying, treated me like this or never did this. Things that you've been missing this whole time come from a younger guy. It's crazy how it works, does it? Vice versa. When a man meets a younger woman, never been treated this way. Like, I'm still shocked, right? I am still shocked today as I got older and mature enough that in a relationship, in the 13-year relationship I was in, I'm older than her. I never felt. She never made me feel amazing. Like telling me one
Mm.
thing, baby, you look good, you look sexy, you know what I'm saying, but making me feel that way, I haven't had that feeling. I love her though. We love each other. But like when I mean by that feeling, I can leave and go to seek a 6 foot. I'm like, oh my God, 6'6". Man, my woman is amazing. You know what I mean? When you can talk like that, when you can really have a woman to give you that reinsurance, that's a different feeling, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm over here sitting back and sit back in my life. Well, that's when you really think like, man, the littlest things that make you feel good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm a bowler, y'all. I love bowling, right? And she used to come to my bowling alley, and my daughter. Now we had this conversation. You have couples up there rooting for their husbands. You can see it a mile away. Mine's over there reading the book. I do her, hit a strike. She just there. You can tell she don't want to be there. You get what I mean? But she just there because I asked her. But it wasn't no participate. Didn't make me feel
No
that way.
engagement. Yeah.
No engagement at all. And I sit back and thinking it was my daughter that was there for me. You know what I mean? When she was younger. So it's just a different feeling, man. But I just think that when they say they're not gonna do something, they end up doing it anyway. So a big shout out to you, Riffy. Thank you for giving us this wonderful topic. Um, I just want to say thank you guys so much. My next question to you is,
Let me answer that one.
oh
Country.
my bad, I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
Um, I think what most older men are finding is that younger women are agreeable. You know, in most
What's up,
cases,
eh?
you know, just from the, you know, when we have these conversations, most of the complaints, you know, come from the older men that it's hard trying to get a woman who's already solidified herself, solidified her schedule, solidified the way she walks, talks, moves, works. Everything for her is already it's in order. And in most cases, you hear the rhetoric of "I don't need a man, I want a man," right? And I think
Mm.
in that case, that does something to a man's psyche when it comes to that woman, when you're dealing, when you're dealing with that younger woman, it seems as though, again, she's more agreeable. She's in tune with you. She wants to do what you want to do. She's just, you know, along for the ride, especially like he said, as long as you have the finances to be able to appeal to the material things that the younger woman normally needs or wants as she comes up in dating, then she'll normally follow along with whatever it is you're doing and saying, you know, as long as she's being treated right. So I think it's the agreeable factor. You know, younger women are just a lot more agreeable.
So now I'm gonna ask you. I want to play devil's advocate here. So,
Okay.
based on being a motivational speaker and a life coach, right? So when men date younger women, prone to women or more to be caught younger women more prone to be caught up in abuse, right? As a
Right.
young versus dating older men. And men before they say controlling or whatever the case may be. So
Right.
the reason behind a man dating a younger woman, and I ain't gonna say real men, I'm gonna just say males, because you real men
Right.
don't treat women that way. But you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm just saying I've noticed like I talked to somebody say I was in an abusive relationship, and they say, "Oh my, how long y'all been together? We've been together 4 years or 3 years. What's the age difference? Oh, he was 10 years, 11 years, older than me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And for that, do you think a lot of men date younger women based off when they start seeing toxic traits? You
Right.
know what I mean? Women are hard to leave. A younger one hard to leave an older man because they scared or you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Do you think that plays a factor when it comes to that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, when you put it like that, I think a lot of those younger ladies actually find out, you know, that they are being used. We all saw the situations in the news, you know, with the young lady who was dealing with the billionaire who, you know, was laying hands on her in the music industry and in hotels, and she's on the floor, and just seeing her lawsuit and everything that she went through, is wild. And a lot of times she is so scared because to be in the limelight, to be in people's faces, to be a celebrity, and it not come out for 10 to 15 years is crazy. So I do feel a lot of women are dealing with that. A lot of men who have money and have affluence normally are using their power. You say you want that boutique where you're going to do this. You say you want me to pay for your school. You want me to give you, this amount of money. And I think it does become a control thing where, physical abuse does at some point become a factor. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. I just want to ask, just threw it off the topic. I just want to ask that question, but it's not a question that I just want to ask that, man. The next question is, is this a natural preference or a reflection of power,
Mm.
imbalance, and social bias?
Mm. I think oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. You want to take that, bro?
Yeah, man, that's a ooh, ooh.
Yeah, that's
Um,
a.
so yeah, I think it is country. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think about, most social situations, most, when you're outside, or if you even look at how a lot of the movies are structured, that older man normally has that younger woman on, his arm because of her look, because of her physical, because of how she walks in a room and makes other people feel. So him knowing that, it's almost him, you know, exploiting her in a way for her physical. And I think that's where, you know, his power and his dominance and who he is as a man, can start to show itself if he, if it's not for her, right? If it's for his gain, if it's to make him look some type of way, and in a way she's almost disposable to him, then yeah, very much so. Um,
Amen.
yeah, most definitely.
Okay. What you think, Sig?
I think it definitely has to do with your intent. I think everything is all just predicated on intent. Like you said earlier, big country. I mean, I know people that have had large age gaps and had fairy tale relationships. You know what I mean?
Thank y'all.
Um, and then I know people that are close, very close in age, or vice versa, that the male might be younger and the female is older, and it doesn't work. So um, I personally feel that you have to have uncomfortable conversations in the beginning. You can't assume anything because a person has kids, they want kids, they want more kids, or just things that we tend to not address, and then later on be like, well, I did see this, or I should have asked. Like, you need to be honest and looking into the mirror and know what can you not do, and what can we compromise. And in that regard, I feel that men that have the only intent to have that eye candy, or to have that ability to have someone affect the room when they walk in because of their power, they affect the room a different way. Because of her beauty, she affects the room a different way. That intent is totally different than us building something. And just the piggyback on what Russ said on the question previous, and I think it leads into this. Um, to have that control over someone when financially, or uh, 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 domestically, as far as living and thing, you don't have to do this, and I don't want you to work, and I'm gonna take care of you. I think that is great in some instances. However, I personally look at it should. I would prefer to help you build something to be self-sustainable with or without me, so that way you have ability to be your own. Um, Individual in certain areas, and we come collectively together to be a powerhouse in that manner. And I think in that way, we are able to then have a duality in power. We share power, and we're able to um, give and take as need be. She might need to step in and be that power, and be more powerful in a certain way in an instance, and I'm able to take a back seat in certain areas. because she might have a certain nuance that I might not have, and then I might need to be more aggressive or whatever the case may be in the instance that she could take that back seat. So I think that that is very important.
Okay. So I want to say this. And you ask yourself why those couples still miserable. You know what I mean? Like, men using a woman for as a trophy or whatever the case may be, or just to show themselves off because they got a young woman and they still miserable. I personally, I say this all the time. And guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but real men don't marry a woman because she looks good.
Right.
That's a plus.
You know what I mean? Because there's other women out there look better than your woman. Or look just as good as your woman. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you got women out there with the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, got their thing going. But then you see these average, well-kept, grown women together dating this handsome man. Men don't marry because she look good. You marry because she helped him become a better leader. You got that woman gonna push you to become a better leader, become that powerhouse, right? Like, she got that woman that gonna tell you you're right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no yes, ain't no follow you. I need a woman gonna push me. I don't want no rollovers. You know what I'm saying? I want a woman gonna tell me, put me in my place. And let me tell you something. A lot of problem with a lot of these men, you know what I'm saying? They pride gets in the way. You know what I mean? Like, men feel like a woman can't tell them nothing. Man, the greatest weakness to a man is a woman. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, like, as men, we just need to learn to listen, pipe down, because don't matter about the age. You can learn a lot from a younger person. You know what I mean? Absolutely. You go and learn a lot. And then it doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you weak or soft because a woman tell you this and tell you that. No, man. You just let her know that you really love her. You listen. You know what I mean? Like, but like trophy-wise, the real trophy. And when both of y'all happy, man, seek happiness together. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, as a powerhouse, do this together. Ain't no self-seeking by yourself. Ain't none of this by yourself stuff, man. It's literally as a couple, as a powerhouse. You do this together. What's that lady said on Instagram? You with me? Huh? I'm with you? We together. Wherever you want to do it. However you want to do it. You're going to be with me. I'll be with you. We're going to be together. Make your mind up. You got 24 hours. 24 hours. But yeah, I just think that, it's just one of them things, man, requirements. So here's my thing. If you meet a woman that's younger than you, right? But this woman right here in particular, she loved Jesus. I got to throw Jesus in the play. She loved Jesus so much. But you're not really, a Bible thumb. You don't really go to church like that. Would that affect you as a person? Because I know somebody that that look at things a little different. You know what I mean? How does that affect as men? She's younger, but you know what I mean, and she's strict to her rules. She's not biting. She's not bowing down. She's strict by her rules of her book. You know what I mean? Does that affect you? Honestly.
I always country, it's hard for me with this one because I've always dated older, and I try to put myself in the thought and the mindset of dating, a younger woman. And I found a couple on this app that, because I normally say just intellectually we can't sit in conversation. We don't have we just aren't there yet. It's almost like me back in the day where I didn't have what a lot of the older women I was dealing with had, and they kind of brought me up to speed. So I guess it's me always wanting to sit in a position of sitting with a peer more than me wanting to be a teacher, right? And I feel like a lot of times when I deal with younger women or even just converse with younger women, I find myself in a space of teaching, right? Now it's cool because, if she's the type to give you the words of affirmation and she's reassuring you with her words, then that could be something that I probably could fall for. I could grow to love.
Okay.
She appreciates the whatever it is I'm trying to give her, but it also then feels like grooming. You know, I never wanted to find myself grooming a young lady. Because like kind of how you said, you know, initially when we brought up the topic, like a father, me going, I got to go meet this woman's father, the family I come from, the family that I'm with, you know, tonight. It's like, you had to meet uncle, you had to meet daddy, you had to meet brother, you had to meet 17 cousins. You know what I'm saying? So for you to come over here half stepping, you might not leave the house. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's hard to find a woman who has that type of background that you speak of, where she is grounded within her faith and has God. And you know, I wouldn't be open to exploring that, but I haven't found a woman. I
Okay.
just haven't found a woman with that type of energy.
So okay, all right, I'm gonna dive into something. So I'm actually, this is something different. It's the first time I'm doing this, y'all, because God put it on my spirit. I'm gonna say it. Okay. Anybody in this comments? Well, I need one person in the comments. I'm looking at the next question. Somebody look up Genesis 3:9. I don't know who it is. Somebody look up Genesis 3:9. And I need a person in there. 1 Corinthians 13:4. Put in the comments while we go to the next question, because this is how you love your partner, man. So, but the question that I want to ask you guys right now, it is this: what are the potential benefits and risks of an age gap relationship? So he said, what is the potential benefits and risk of age gap in relationships? And I start with you, 6 foot.
Benefit, the look, the visual. Older man, younger woman, look at him. He still got it. Benefit, shoot. As long as God willing, I can still produce. Um, I can still have children.
Emotion in the
Um,
ocean.
right, there we go.
He be stroking.
Benefit, shoot, I've been working hard. I decided I'm gonna retire. Shoot, my body's shutting down, getting a little older. I got me a nice young lady who gonna take care of me, make sure I'm all right. But as far as
She
like,
gonna keep you young, King. She gonna keep you
yeah,
young.
there you go. Now as far as the bad, you know, these young brothers gonna be out here with my lady, and she probably taking my money and spending it on these Jordans that these young brothers like. Okay, she keep wearing. She talking to me about $300, $400, $500 hair. I don't know nothing about this hair, but that's what they want, so I gotta supply it. You know, it's. I don't know. I don't see too many bad things. Like now that I'm in this conversation, it's not like, because I do. I think it's. I've always thought it was different, right,
Okay.
for an older man to be dealing with a woman half his age. But I don't know. You really got me thinking about it, to be honest with you, country.
All right. So, did somebody look up them verses for me, please? What about you, C?
Well, for me, the benefits are all what Bruh said. Definitely. Um, the risk factors I would feel as an older man dating a younger woman is
You see
um,
that?
I never put my all in material things, But again, at a certain age, you looking to acquire and allow it to take care of you. And the risk of being with someone younger is that your habits of finance, of family, all these different things that you put together over the years that have solidified you into the individual that has attracted this person could then be thwarted through you not staying disciplined how you are to acquiesce this individual that you might want to be around for whatever reason. So meaning changing who you were or who you are to fit that person in a way that is detrimental holistically to the relationship. So whether you change your spending habits or your investing habits or uh, transversely, like you were saying about her religious background, standing on you guys not being able to come to a understanding where you are religiously, spiritually, and have that bond, where it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like a lot of times people will say that they get turned off to speaking to Christians because they feel like they're trying to uh, shame them or put them down in a way that instead of showing that this is the way, the light, and the truth, and this is a place of love, this is a place that you can feel safe. If you start feeling that I'm just gonna be beat up and beat down all the time, so I think that that's the biggest risk that they have the time, possibly life winning, Lord winning, life lasting, that if things were to go awry, they still have time to rebuild. You know, you might be in a position where that this is your last go round. You know, so that would I feel would be a big risk factor in that.
So here's the risk for me though. I think when an older man date a younger woman, not all of them, he become a yes man. He feel like he have to buy her to keep her around, buy the things that she need, and want this and want that, and you need this, and you okay. Just know him because he feel like he got him a good looking woman. You know what I'm saying? I think a man lose self confidence. You know what I'm saying when it comes to that part because it is. I seen it happen so many times, man. Like men go. You want wearing walk around. First of all, real men, you want your woman to look better than you. Okay, when you go out, let's just keep it a buck. Well, forget that. If she don't get herself together, I'm getting myself together. I'm not going out looking like I'm dressing up. Forget that. I am going out, boy. I'm gonna be drip. You know what I'm saying? I'm dripping. She don't. That's her fault. No, look, I'm dressing up. 2024. I ain't finna dim myself down, scale myself back. Nah, I ain't doing that. But I will say this. I seen couples and I talked to couples and they asked me this question. A younger woman, an older man. They two different religions. I think you find grounded peace within God. Two different religions. And they try to make it work. And their mind says, maybe convert over or vice versa. How long you going to deal with that unbalance? You know what I mean? Because you're going to knock it, but you know what I'm saying, when it comes age gap. But a woman settles, she have to waver her religion just to be with the man or vice versa. You get what I'm saying? Like, it comes to a time that who are you seeking? Our father or the man? You know what I'm saying? Or the woman? Who are you seeking right now? Because I think happiness, you find I'm wrong and you wrong and God is always right. That's just how I look at it. I could be wrong, which I'm not in this situation. But I feel like as a couple age gap, now if you had two couples that's around the same age, maybe it can be a balance. But I just don't like men become yes men. You know what I mean? That is one of the things that's one of the risks. A lot of men feel like you got your sexy woman that look good and she the light up the room when you walk around, but at the same time she want her nails done, you want this and that, and I just think it become an issue. You know what I mean? When it comes to that portion of men, I just think we need to rely on each other. I'm gonna play something, y'all, in a minute. Again, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. 6'6", Seeking for stepping up. I appreciate you guys, man. I love talking about this because men empowerment is much needed. This is one of the things that we don't talk about. You don't get men in the same room having a very good conversation, right? And then,
Right.
we could just sit and talk about this. So it is so important. Like this show to me means everything because but I'm about to play something on the back end, y'all. It hurts, man. It hurts when a man feels like he can't go to another man and talk. You know what I'm saying? So just to have this show to talk about it makes me feel good. Like this, it's a lot of heart into this show for me because I didn't have my dad. My dad was locked up all his life. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no father, and just be able to call my brothers in Christ or somebody I can talk to. I say it all the time. If I talk to all these men here, day one, 6'6", and Manson and Seeking, If I need a man opinion, I got to go to a man opinion. I can't go. We mostly go to women. Women only can give us what they experienced,
Right.
but they can give us the natural core of a man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And some women ain't been through some stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
So even if it comes down to like talking about age-wise, you know what I mean? They only can give us what they experience. So I just want to say thank y'all, man. Listen, God gets the glory. Thank y'all for being here, man. Like, I really love this show. You get what I'm saying? Like, I love this, be able to give opportunity men to speak and speak their voice. You know what I mean? So that being said, y'all, I just want to say thank you. Me and Take a Seat with Big Country. We got 6'6", and we got Secret Man. Thank you guys so much. So how this gonna work, y'all? My number one gifter of the show will give us the next topic for next week. And I'm looking forward to see. And I will be honest, I think all women won. Absolutely. I think, is that right, Brookie? It's all women. Come on, man. Y'all gotta do better. Okay? Look, do better. I mean, we got good topics now. We got good topics. We got good topics. But anyway, y'all, let's get back to it. It says, what are ethical considerations surrounding relationships signify age difference? It's let me see here. Make sure I get all these questions together here. Do you think your ethnical background affects that signifies relationships?
Relationships, no. I feel like a lot of people are having relationships. That's the problem. Very few people are seeking marriage. Relationships, I think, is such a muddy water. A relationship, can you really define that between a person? You could line up 10 different people and then speak to 10 different relationships, right? So we speak to ethics. I think today ethics don't really matter. People will sacrifice ethics for, can you pay these bills? Sacrifice ethics for, can you take me on this trip? Sacrifice ethics, especially as men, is, are you gonna give me your body? So I think when you don't have a spiritual grounding, you don't have then your ethic code is a little off, because it's you have to believe in something. You have to have something that's a higher power that's guiding you and telling you what's wrong and what's right. In those moments where you want to act on a more human urge, a fleshly urge, opposed to doing what you know is best and what's right. So now I really don't think ethics have too much to do as far as relationships. Now, once you start heading towards marriage, yes, has everything to do with it, because a woman wants to be married in most cases to an ethical man who is going to be able to maintain this marriage. But just to have a relationship, people don't care ethically what you have, what you are, who you are, how you think. What can you provide? I think is where we are in 2024.
Okay, what about you, Secret?
I kind of disagree. I mean, I see what bro say, but and the only reason I disagree, I'm not disagreeing with what he said, because I can only speak for myself. I was always taught to date to marry. You know what I mean? So in that, I look for those ethical things. Now, I have foregone my my foundation I have spiritually, and overlooked or bypassed my ethical foundation for quote relationships, and they've always tended to not work out the way that intended. The flesh was pleased, or whatever part of the flesh, whether it be the physical or mental or whatever you're looking for, but it really never could be something that was of substance, because uh, we were unequally yoked. That's basically what it was. We were unequally yoked. We believed different things, or we moved differently, and subsequently it ended up being a situation where you say, hey, we had a great time, but it's just not gonna work, or it just goes to the left so horribly that not only do you possibly lose a friend, you create a new enemy.
Good question. Good answer, man. It's actually really good. Okay. It says other related topics. It says the impact of aging on men's sexuality and sexual desire. What said the role of maturity and wisdom and experience. What's this question? Is Brooke, you trying to say we gotta take some Viagra's or something? Like, what is going on with these questions? Okay. What's this? What's this question you snuck in here, Brooke? You look. Okay. All right. She said answer. It says the impact of aging on men, sexuality and sexual desire. The role of maturity, wisdom, and experience.
Woo! As as you get older, your knees get bad, but all these. I've been playing basketball a long time. At 35, they started to crack a little different. So, I used to do a lot of push-ups. Like you say, we got them dad, and it's not a dad bod country. We father figures, sir.
Hey, no, that's what the lady said. Talk your talk, King. You hear that? We got father figures right now.
To be in a space where it's, we can lay our father figure on top of this lady and it not be, we do. I think I need to go back and change my answer. We are self-conscious. Because when I'm looking in my mirror and myself, when I be trying to come out there on 60, I don't look like I did when I was in college and I was flexing in that mirror. Now I'm sucking it in like he say, hoping she don't see it as I walk towards her, So yeah, you got it, Brookie. She did something else. Okay.
What you think, Sick?
I think that we definitely just humanistic. Just as humans, we are creatures of habit. And like Bruce say, I'm a former athlete myself. I don't care ever see ever again in life. But I have come to realize that I do need to balance my my health. I was such an extreme at one end in one of my life, a point in my life where it was what I put in my body, and I got to hit the gym. I'm doing all these things because I want to go to the league, and then after I move on in life, become a father and husband and all these things, it's like, man, the hell with that. But then at the same time, that's also me lacking on the side of what did I do in order to track this woman, because that the physicality, like I said, goes back to one of my other answers, the vitality. Your health, it equates vitality to women. You know what I mean?
Right.
Is he going to be able to protect me? Would he be, is he going to get 2 or 3 swings in and he going to be so out of breath that he ain't going to be able to perform shit? You know what I mean? To protect us. Is he gonna get 2 or 3 strokes in and it's over with for the night? And that's gonna lead to her going to buy some Jordan with my money for somebody else. So at the end
Brookie
of the
say
day,
you owe 1K. Brookie say you owe 1K, see, because you cursed in the box. For every curse word is a 1K gift. I don't care if it's a show or not, they own it, King.
I got you.
Hey, but listen, I want to answer that though. Listen, ladies. First of all, men do a lot more work than y'all in bed. All that back and forth, you know what I'm saying, non-stop. Yeah. Y'all think it's easy. I want you to get down there and start stroking and non-stop. Just don't stop now. Don't stop. Keep going. Back and forth. Just keep going. See how much wind you got. Okay? Look, I'm just telling you. Y'all want to see here. All right, yeah. You think it's that easy? Yeah, all right. Back to what we were saying, y'all. So I'm going to just tell you now. I'm at an age right now. Better get it before I get mine.
It's scheduled for 12, but it might end early.
Country, she got the nerve to want more when I'm trying to stop. She talking about some more. More what? More sleep.
What's going on?
Look, man.
You know, grandma did
It's
say
like
that
that
she could
tour
look up
bus.
long and we can look down.
This is coming to an end. This is coming to an end. This tour bus. I hope you have all the sightseeing that you need. Cause if you don't, it's gonna stop. We're not moving forward. We're gonna rest. You know, when you gotta pull over to rest assured. You gotta take a break. You know what I'm saying? They have to refill the gas up. Make sure that everybody got all their appliances and everything they need before they get back on the bus.
I want a
Okay.
refund. It's crazy.
So listen, y'all. Welcome to me and take a seat. Now, what I'm gonna do is, y'all, I'm gonna open up the box. Anybody want to get in the box and ask these individuals for a specific question based on the topic we're talking about today? You know, age. Does age matter to you guys? It affects your relationship. You know what I'm saying? So anybody want to get in the box, please jump in the box, ask a question. We're gonna rotate the box. Just ask the question, and we're gonna have you in the box for like maybe a minute or so. Get your faves up, and then we're gonna rotate and get you out the box and let somebody else get back in. Okay? So that way everybody get their phase up, man. You know, because it's hard to phase somebody in the comments when the comments moving so fast. So if you get a person in the box, y'all hit that person with their fave. As of right now, you see these two handsome men in the box and myself, Big Country. Hit them with the fave as well. They both are stream and everything. What's up, Tactical? So if anybody want to get in the box, the admins, feel free to get in the box and speak. You know what I'm saying? I greatly appreciate you guys so much. And make sure you fave all the admins. We have beautiful Brookie, and we got Ocean. And then also on the sideline, my very, very, very long time friend of mine is Joe Best, man. I always seek wisdom for her as well. All right, so we got the first question. Okay. Let's try it again. Try it again, Cook McShay.
Well, Thick asked in the comments, if you're a man who struggles with impotency, how would you satisfy your relationship or marriage?
It's a good question. That's a very good question. It's like shots fired.
So you handle business in every other aspect outside of the bedroom, and then you know you ask her, how can you still continue to give her what she needs in the bedroom, because it's for you to try to pivot and do something that you think she likes ain't gonna do nothing but make her mad. So if you know that's the issue, she understands that's the issue, and she's willing to stay with you through it,
What up, Dave?
I would say just ask her, and she should guide you in that matter.
Okay, what you think, 6 foot? I mean, C.
I agree with Bruh said. Also, I think that if that relationship is one where you're very communicable, let's explore our options. Let's talk to doctors. Let's talk to therapists. You know, it might not even be something that's actually physically wrong with you. It could be something that might be mental. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So let's explore all
Okay. All right, we're gonna let somebody else
facets
in the box.
of things.
Yeah, except Thick.
Actually, I'm gonna do Riffy real quick, and then I'm gonna put Thick in there. Give me a second. So listen, y'all, before you get in here, Riffy, thank you so much for being last week winner. Make sure you hit Riffy with that fave, y'all. So real quick, y'all, we have 2 minutes, 3 minutes left. Whoever the highest gifter of the show will give us the next week topic. So what is your question, Riffy?
Okay, we all talked about the man being older and the woman being younger. What if it was the woman being older? Would you
That's
guys have any issues with the woman being older?
No. I can answer that. I think men would do both, younger and older. Women just don't date men that's young. Like they said in the comments, I'm not dating nobody that's younger. Men would do both.
Okay, because this is where I have this is one of the reasons why I brought this topic up, because being one of the older women on the app, younger men, and I still just don't understand why.
so. What I found in my experience is most women run us off. when you go to talking about babies and changing diapers and all that, like, I'm a grown man, and as long as you treat me as such, I will treat you as such. But I think a lot of times, older women are more insecure themselves. They understand that when we go out, there's going to be a 23, 32-year-old woman who technically will be, in a way, your competition in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where most women find themselves kind of losing the younger men because of their own insecurities.
Me personally, I've always dated older. Um, I've dated younger women, but I've had more substantive relationships with an older woman than younger. However, I have also run into the issue where they have had a more of a mother-esque type
30 seconds left, y'all. You got 30
feel
seconds
in
left.
it. Yeah, so I don't need a mother. I need a partner, and I was always looking for someone that was more structured, disciplined, and generally the older women that are, they've been through things like we all have, but they know what they want. More generally, they know what direction they're headed in, what they're not going to accept or are going to accept. However, like Bruce said, that a lot of the times we also ran into the issue when we stepped out in public, and the girl is here, and then she passed by, and you feel that your desires are not on her or for her, and it could be overbearingly. I've experienced that they want to spend so much time, they want to hold on to you so much and be involved in everything. Don't you can't have that individual life as well as together life. What I mean by that, not like I'm living over here and doing that, but I want to go to the gym, or I want to go to see friends, or just go to the pub or whatever and shoot some pool or whatever the case may be. And it might not be. I don't mean an affront to you to say that, babe, I'm going to go out and not invite you. You know what I mean? And that I think that a lot of older women feel that you should be there at every facet of everything. Every time I move, you're on my side.
Okay. All right. So, Riffy, to answer your question.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for being last week, Winner. We're gonna
You're
rotate
welcome.
let her speak and let somebody else in. What's up, Milkshake?
Okay, thank
I'm
you
gonna
for
drop down.
All right.
thank,
Love you, cousin.
Love you.
thank question about intimate. I asked about the impotency question. That's the one that Ocean asked. I have a question for you, gentlemen. Two questions. Number one, how are you going to protect your assets? Do you believe in a prenuptial agreement, or do you believe just having a clear understanding that you'll take care of her? If you get a divorce, she gets half. How will that be communicated? But another question is do you allow your wife to have male friends? And if so, what kind of relationship is she allowed to have with them? I'd like to hear the answer to that question first.
Mm.
Oh, it's easy for me. If y'all want to go, I can go. Like for me, I don't do prenups, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when you devote yourself to God and devote your life to a marriage, God don't want divorces anyway. Okay, I'm gonna work on that God fearing, like I just told you, requirements. Once I get married, my seed has been planted for so long. I kept watering that one seed, not getting a divorce seed. Okay, I already planned this thing a long time ago. I'm not getting a divorce. You know what I mean? And if I'm not getting a divorce, there's no point in getting a prenup. You know what I mean? They ain't even in the pitch. But I will say this though, Milkshake, she do have to sign some papers though. She got to sign these. If she can't sign these papers, I don't need her. She ain't meant for me. The first paper she need to sign is we gonna go through things in life. We're gonna get through it no matter what. Sign right here. We're gonna do this together. Okay? You sign and seal deliver. I'm wrong, you wrong. God is always right. As long as God is involved, we'll get through it. Sign now. And this is how my wedding. This is how I see my wedding day. When you take your sugar, you poke yourself with the pen, and you got the blood. You take your blood here and blood here, make a heart. You need to sign right there, saying we're gonna get through this thing regardless. We're gonna prevail. We're gonna suffer consequences together. And then if I'm only got 20% of my capacity that I can give you, you pick up the 80. You know what I mean? And that's just how I look at things. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never been married. But if I meet a woman that's been married, that's even better for me because, you know, it's not a lose. It's a win-win because you got a woman in your life, they're going to fight 10 times harder when she find a good man. You know what I mean? And the second question was what now? You repeat the second question?
Do you allow, keyword is allow your woman to have male friends?
Yeah.
Meaning talk to them on the phone, go to lunch with them. These are long-term friends. Do you allow her to have those relationships?
Yeah. So if I meet you and you have male friends, I accepted that. I don't like relationships. I've seen relationships that women gave up their best friend based on a man. And then when it don't work out, you lose your friend and the man. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's out of acceptance. So that's just like saying this, right? Why do women date men that's jealous? First of all, men, if you meet a woman that look good and she wears certain clothes, you can't get mad. How you think she got you? You get what I'm saying? How you think she got you in the first place? And then the thing is, she chose you. She chose you for a reason. You know what I mean? So when you got that person that got friends, I have enough confidence in my woman that I know she's that good. She should already know what to wear, what to do, or not to talk to. She should know that already because we're in a bonded relationship. We're in a relationship that come together. So that goes, no I, no more is we. You feel so confident, babe? Tell John B. there, or you know what I mean? It's just one of them things that is a test within a test. Because as soon as you have any jealousy that hits your bone or infidelity in your bone, it's going downhill from there.
Yeah. And from a woman's perspective, gentlemen, if you make a woman choose between you, the new guy, and the best friend that's been there for 20 years, you're giving her an ultimatum. And it's just like what Country said. If things in the new relationship don't work out, she has literally just destroyed a 20-year relationship in the name of love that you really didn't love her. Because if you did love her, you wouldn't put conditions on her. Amen. So please think about that the next time you pick a woman and ask her, what are your relationship with men? How long have you been with men? Have you been involved with them? Because there are still people that keep in touch with people that they've had intimate relationships with. That's right. A big difference than having friends that you've never touched, never kissed, never held hands. That's a huge difference. So
yeah,
and I would respond to that by the fact that in most cases, when you get married, your father hands you over to your husband. So it's so crazy how when we say these things about these friends, right? They're so tied to these friends. But you have a father who handed you over to me because he saw me fit to be able to supply and handle everything that may arise when it comes to your lifestyle. Now, mind you, we have business partners. Understood. That's not a friend, right? If we have married friends, I totally get it. But to just be going to dinner and sitting having intimate conversations because you've been friends for 20 years is, I just do not understand it.
I agree with that.
I agree with that too. I agree with that.
That leaves room for things to actually take place, especially when those tough times it's thick and thin, right? For better or worse. And it's the worst moments to where those times and those friends normally become a liability.
I agree to that.
If your father handed you over with the thought process that he's not gonna come over here and be sitting in between us and knocking on the door and answering all the questions. Yes, you should be able to have male guys that you can talk to, but I think there has to be a respect level for when you have a husband. These men need to understand their role and their place.
But when does that start though? Because if this all starts out with the rules of engagement in the very beginning, saying give up your friends and we've only known each other for a minute, it'd be different, very different if you're married to the person. That's just a level of respect. It's a no-brainer. If you're married, you're a woman, you do not go out with another man, period. That's just inappropriate.
And then the best friend to understand that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because they'll talk from time to time You know what I mean? That's just like some people in your life is only seasonal. Doesn't mean that y'all fell off on bad terms. That means that y'all just move forward. Got married, had kids, move on, new job, move to a different, you know what I'm saying, different state. Doesn't mean that you fell off on bad terms. It's just the fact that,
Absolutely.
you know, you learn, but listen, if real friends, even that you don't talk to on a day-to-day basis, when you do talk to them, you pick up where you last left off.
Just like you left off
Facts.
like yesterday.
Exactly.
Facts.
Now,
Yeah.
well, for me, I would if we can't hang because to answer your question is when does we start? I think once we have committed to each other to effectively build our legacy together. And it doesn't mean necessarily marriage, you know, or being, you know, or engaged. But if we come to a point where, hey, you know, we're locked in and we're going in a direction towards marriage, I think that's when it starts. But um,
Hold on,
I
man. Somebody
also
let you
feel
in. Give me a second.
that it should be a situation where if the and I always go back to intent. Like
What's
that's
up,
my
new
biggest thing.
vibes?
Intent. If your intent is to be a friend, then we should all be able to hang out. We should all be able to go to dinner or whatever the case may be. And you,
What's up, JB?
my single female friends or whatever, you should know and be engaged with just and be able to engage with just like your male friends. And I in that arena, um, sometimes you as the partner can pick up on different nuances that just don't sit right. You know what I mean? Like, babe,
Absolutely.
have you
Okay.
noticed that, or did you see how, or you know? And then we sit down and we have a conversation about, hey, well, I'm a little bit uncomfortable about how X, Y, and Z. You know, and that's how I think we get to a place where respect and
You
the
say it
trust
would
and
be just
bond has it grows. You know, and I do second the opinion. Like, yeah, you know, once we're married, you know, I don't see why we going to lunch dates and things, you know, without that partner. You know,
Exactly.
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Master want to get in.
I,
The next
I can
question,
jump on.
Brookie. What's your next question? Thank you, Milkshake.
So
Thank you.
this email, um, so this is
Big
sort
shout
of
out
like
to
a
the winner, man.
question.
Big shout out to the winner. Appreciate you,
This
Thanks,
is
Biggie.
bro.
I
They made
see a
me
lot
fight
of
hard for it.
I see a lot of questions in the comments. Please request the box, please, because it's
Yeah, I
really
can't
hard
see
for
the
us to
it's white in the
see.
background, y'all, so it's hard for me to
Just
see. So
request, ask it if you're like someone said something about TP creeping. Sometimes we don't get it. But this is from. Do you want to answer? Hang on, before we change the topic, do you want to
Yeah,
speak on
I
this?
wanted to speak on this real quick. So two things real big. I agree with what he said right now that if you a true friend to a female, you ain't gonna have a problem with her man coming to lunch with you. If you don't have alternative intentions, we're hunters as men. We'll sit in a deer blind all day long to get this 2 days sometimes to get that squeeze on a deer. Imagine what we'll do for women. I know most men might not agree to this, but how many of you men, honestly speaking, have sat back and been in the friend zone waiting for her to cry on your shoulder so you can squeeze in and tell her that you're there for her? You know what I'm saying? You sat there and just heard about her last 3 boyfriends and everything that they did wrong, and you learn it on her. So that's one. I think when you become in a relationship, I don't date if I don't think I can marry you. So if I get in a commitment with you, I'm already treating you like my wife. So in my mind, like 6 foot said, what it ain't okay if you come home from a long day at work and I'm waiting to spend time with you and you tell me you're gonna go to dinner with another man. That that to me, we just talking at that level. We ain't dating. We're not dating. We're talking, and that's the difference between talking and dating. Once we have a committed relationship, when I get in a committed relationship, I cut off my single male friends even almost because they're doing things. They're talking about women. They're playing girls. They're doing stuff, and I don't want that influence in my life. I don't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hang out with married men who understand. If I'm at the golf course and my lady, I was married for 14 years. I'm at the golf course or I'm bowling and my wife calls me and I hang up and I'm around a bunch of single dudes. Oh, you weak, you sauce, you whoop, da 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 da. But if I'm around a bunch of married men and my wife calls me and tells me it's time to come home, everybody's like, "We understand, homie. Talk to you later." They understand because they married. You know what I'm
but
saying?
I don't know, man. I had to go against that because if they're your friends, they understand anyway.
I mean, they single though. They
It doesn't
single, so
matter
they don't
not.
understand.
It doesn't
They don't.
matter.
You a different
Sometimes
breed.
they
You a
don't
different breed. You
understand
a different
what it.
breed.
They
Like
said
if
they don't
all us together,
understand
and I'm the only
that
one that's in a relationship.
a lot
Go
of
ahead,
people
Brooke. I'm
don't
sorry.
understand what it means to be married. Like they don't
Right.
know any of that. Like so that's what
But
he's sort of saying, like that they don't understand that.
no, I'm
Right.
just saying, even in relationship wise, it doesn't change the fact the relationship of marriage. I'm the only, if I'm in a relationship and y'all are single and I leave and y'all know I'm constant, I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, y'all, I gotta go home to something that always make me happy. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna have to understand that. They gonna we friends. Like, you know what I mean? Eventually, you know what? You guys catch on. Y'all got a whole lot catching up to do, baby. Because I gotta go home to somebody gonna make me happy. You know what I mean? So I just rub it in their face and you know what I mean? And then eventually gonna rub off. Like, man, you know what? I ain't gonna, I'm tired of looking at y'all all day. I gotta get me a relationship. I ain't been looking at you like this, man. Like, you know what I mean? Or I'll be like, hey, Sick, like, country, we finna go out. You know what I'm saying? Go out, hang with the fellas. You coming? I said, nah, I can't, man. You know, I'm hanging with the woman.
Can I say one thing? Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
How many women though? How many women and girls? I see this all the time, and this is a fact. And they're not gonna agree with me, but it's true. If I came home and she says she wants to go out with her male friend for lunch, that's fine. I got to be okay with it. But the minute that I tell her I'm gonna go hang out with a female by myself alone to go work out at the gym with her, oh, there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? It has to go. If they're gonna play that game, it's got to go both ways. You know what I'm
True.
saying?
I would say coming from a female and how we've all been speaking, you're not secure in your relationship then. You don't trust that person, shouldn't be with them.
Jim.
Um, it's hard, but honestly, you can't stop. If you start putting too many boundaries in that, then it's just not gonna work. Um,
Okay.
Well,
All
isn't
right.
a relationship about boundaries though?
So here, well, here's it. Yes, but here's the biggest thing, y'all.
You get in a
Here's the big
relationship to
picture.
have commitment.
Here's the big picture. What you fail to realize what just happened. This is what just happened in everything that we talked about. Okay, my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm in a relationship, if I would
I'm not
go
gonna
back
go
to
get.
something, if I have to go to something that will go against my integrity, my morals, that will bother me, it bothers my partner. Here's the most important thing what people fail to realize. The devil wants couples. He will put you in a position that you have to question your partner. I'm not going over there across the street with my ex over there. I'm not going over there. Even though she trusts me, I'm not even gonna put myself in that situation as a man. You get what I mean? Because the devil can't get to me in my relationship, my wife. He is going to find somebody else to get close. You bring up your ex, a man come by, whatever. I am not going to put myself in that position. Even like I'm gonna give you an example. My son is paralyzed. Okay. Now, Brookie been on time when my ex wanted me. You get what I'm saying? If I go to my son, I can go to my son's house right now, and my ex don't do it no more. But I'm not even, if we married in her mind, let me check if he still love me or not. The devil be working on her, not me. I'm married, I'm devoted by God. You know what I'm saying? I'm devoted. So I'm not gonna
literally
put
locked
myself in that
himself
position.
away.
And you know what? I'm sorry, I ain't gonna be able to come over there. I'm married. I'm not going over there. Even though she said, but it's your son though. I understand. You know, we have to figure something out.
But
You
the
know what I'm
thing
saying?
is, he literally, this happened and his ex was hitting on him. She was a little intoxicated and he put himself in the room with the kids.
With my sons.
Like he put like he knew like he didn't want to like put her in temptation either, and he put himself away with his kids for the purpose of